Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire, and welcome to the daily forecast for Saturday, March 16th, 2024. Good morning to you. Happy Loki's Day. Hail Loki the Cunning. So today's astrology, the sun is in Pisces, a mutable water sign representing compassion. The moon is in the first quarter Gemini, mutable air, adaptability. Mercury is in Aries, a cardinal fire sign representing alertness. Venus is in Pisces, a mutable water sign representing compassion. Mars is in Aquarius, a fixed air sign representing staid energy. Jupiter is in Taurus, a fixed earth sign representing practicality. Saturn is in Pisces, a mutable water sign representing nostalgia. Uranus is in Taurus, a fixed earth sign representing renovation. Neptune is in Pisces, a mutable water sign representing the imagination, and Pluto is in Aquarius, a fixed air sign representing reformation. So the moon phase, first quarter, waxing crescent, set those intentions, get them in motion, because before you know it, we will be switching over to the second quarter, and you will be going from setting intentions to trying to bring about the intentions you already set. So if you have delayed until now, delay no further. We are still in that Gemini moon, so remember to be social, to communicate freely, and to network. And avoid unventilated spaces, avoid distractions, and avoid people who communicate at a snail's pace. This is the day of Saturn, which means the planet of karma has come back around for its weekly visit. With its placement in Pisces, it has a tendency to look upon the past fondly, and that can encourage us to look back upon what worked well in the past, why it worked, why it was beneficial, and we can use that as an inspiration to create a worthwhile future. It's all about moving forward. We can bring things back from the past without having to bring back the whole shebang that went along with it. It's an opportunity to renew, to begin again, only this time with greater wisdom. Today's tarot card is the Eight of Cups. In this deck, the number 8 represents new beginnings, relearning existing things, and going back to basics. The cups represents the water element, receptive energy, and emotion, and the key word for this is moving on, releasing hopeless situations and overdue change. And we see our figure. It is moving away from all of those cups. Those cups are burdens that have been laid down, the things that are being, what has been done has been done. There's nothing else to be done about it, and we just need to move forward. And by moving away, it looks as though the figure is not walking into the sea, but walking alongside it. That water is washing away all of the previous influence from what was inside of those cups. And that's also a good invitation to remind us to cleanse. Cleanse, 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 especially if you were trying to move on from something that was a bad situation for you, or it's just, the damage has been done, and, you have done what was possible to mitigate ongoing harm, but now there's just nothing more to be done. There's a time to walk away from all of that. There's a time to say, I've been stagnating here, and it does no good, or I've been trapped here and I really need to get out. Otherwise, nothing good is ever going to happen for me. So it is about seizing control, but it's also about, again, cleansing and not trying to carry the burdens that we've just set down. Don't pick those things back up. Now, today's Celtic triad reads 3 things which the generous of heart will gain: joy from their profit, felicity in giving, and a better life to come. So joy from their profit. Essentially, that's actually getting to enjoy the fruitage of your labor. And if you are doing honest work, if you are going about your business in an honest and a straightforward way, whatever gains you have, particularly if you are enjoying considerable success, there's no sense of guilt. You haven't taken advantage of anyone. You have not done something that was underhanded or devious. You are just earning an honest living. And so anything of a joy that you get from that, you're getting it for free. There's no strings attached from that. And it's interesting that this is linked to a generosity of heart because a generous heart, one of the things that is that as much good as you want for yourself, you are wanting to allow people the same freedom to pursue what will be good for them as well. It's about relinquishing the desire to control one's neighbor. I can society that would greatly benefit from the idea of stop trying to control your neighbors. Leave them be. Sometimes the most respectful thing you can do for someone is just say is to just let them make their choices and to take the consequences of those choices, good or bad. Allowing them the freedom to be a free person without trying to say that, oh, I need to interfere because I think I know a better way. No, well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but either way, it's not your decision. So if you have generosity of heart, you are relinquishing those ugly desires for control. Then felicity in giving. Now, felicity is no longer a commonly used word, unless you are a Jane Austen reader, in which case you will have encountered it before. But essentially, felicitating is being able to gift with a pure and a kind heart. There's also something that is very lucky about it. There's something about when you are exhibiting goodness, it does tend to attract more goodness in return. So that's something that we could take into this particular context. And then a better life to come. Obviously, that is referring to having favorable circumstances in the afterlife. Now, as pagans, we don't spend a lot of time dwelling on the afterlife. I don't think very many of us fear it. If you look into to a pagan lore, you will see that there are a few places here and there that are, don't sound like particularly fun places to go, but it's so clear that someone's character has to be truly corrupt to go there. And then there's also this idea that very rarely is there anything so dreadful that they would be condemned for eternity for certain transgressions. Most things can be repaired. Most things, I don't want to say forgiven because we're not striving for salvation. We're not needing to be saved from anything. We're just needing to discipline ourselves to live in a good life, to have a good conscience, and to learn from experience about what that actually entails. So again, we don't really dread the afterlife, but if we are practicing generosity of heart, if we are striving to do right, if we correct mistakes when we make them, then there would be no reason for us to have anything other than favorable circumstances in the afterlife. Now, today's magical intention is dream work. And to go with that is the color blue, the plant, the morning glory, the animal, the butterfly, and the crystal blue tourmaline. Now, dreams can work magic in and of themselves, and they can also be a gateway to communing with the gods or your ancestors or a wide variety of spirits. So, if you are getting a handle on your dreams through dream work, incorporate some of these elements or have representations around them in the bedroom. Uh, you know, have a dream sachet that you can toss under your pillow. Be creative, and that'll give you a little bit more control over what's going on there, and you can use your dreams for your own purpose. Now, today is pagan practice. It's Saturday, so let's get outside if we possibly can. You might decide to take a hike, look for signs for baby animals, because if there aren't any yet, hopefully there will be soon. You can leave out an offering to the Fae. Take the opportunity to organize your magical library. I know my own it's in a constant state of use and, adjustment and everything else. So, it can be very nice to get things properly organized for a change. If you are able, catch a little nap, place a sachet of dream herbs and crystals under your pillow and just see where your dreams take you in that nap. And of course, place some magical protection in your garden if you've not already done so. And lastly, I leave you a view of a rather tranquil lake with spring trees budding out and looking all sorts of happy. And for the prompt, I would like you to contemplate how can you better integrate your beliefs and practices so that you truly walk your talk. This is always a very challenging thing for pagans, and there's all kinds of people, myself included, who've made a wide array of suggestions for people to try. But at the end of the day, no one can tell you what is going to be effective for you. You've got to look within and be honest with yourself about how you can bring these things into better alignment, because no one knows your circumstances more intimately than you. No one is going to have an idea of what's going to work with your routine or how you might need to change your routine in order to do this. There's no farming this out. In other words, you at the end of the day, you've got to be the one who makes these decisions and make sure that you are actually living the life that you want to live. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Saturday and that you're getting a break from the week's work, enjoying some time with family, playing with the dog, whatever it is you do, enjoy it fully. This will all still be here tomorrow with the next daily forecast. And have a good one. See you guys next time. Bye.